news, and I'm covering the street where we do all the forward planning for Fiesta in America in East Rutherford, New Jersey, at American Dream. And I'm here where I usually go to take the subway, and there seems to be a big gathering, you know? All I'm saying is there's a job well done. There's no blood on the streets, no bombs, no fires. It's just, a regular arrest, or is it? Now, since I'm establishing the scene, it's a job well done. There's at least two squads here, you know? I'm just documenting whoever they're arresting is not really screaming bloody murder, but he seems to be very powerful, you know? If a three squad comes here, I don't know. Usually it's like five per perp or perpetrator. And so, like, it's a thing. So there should be somebody screaming like, freedom, freedom. And these are all his people, the migrants, and then the regular tourists. There's no drones. There's no police. I mean, there's no news. There's a lot of rich people, though. And I'm just here to feed all the birds. And then this is to document my work. You see that? You know. This is the bread I use to feed them, and then that's what I'm drinking. These are the cars. And then, some beautiful ladies walking around all day, but, that's it's normal. There are kids walking here, and, I'm not tackled to the ground. But hello, chatter. You want to take a look at NYPD doing job well done. That's the sergeant on the scene. There's two squads for two people. This might escalate to like a trillion cops, but I'm telling you, there's no rowdiness, there's no civil unrest, there's no lawlessness. Everything is calm. Be at peace. Okay? So, it's not the Rodney King riots. You know? I like to pretend I have an older brother in the police, but I have an uncle who died studying to be police in the Philippines. So I guess, yeah. Hello. Do you want to see police doing a job well done in New York City? So, because of the raids and stuff, you see that? The guy in white is the sergeant. He's in charge of all this. They had about 10 police. That the usual procedure is 5 per person. What is this 21 people? Don't tell all your friends about this. It's going to make New York look bad. And if they sequester this footage, I'm just feeding the birds. You, get down here. I have no idea. It's just a regular thing. Like, all traffic, I'm playing the role. There's no traffic cops here. So, I'm going to assist the police in all their inquiries, I'm just going to document the fact that there's no fires. If people were really angry, they'd set shit on fire. There's a really big group here of at least 50 migrants who can set shit on fire. The fact that they're not is like, astounding. So, are you going to thank you for all your likes. If you want to see, here's what you want to focus on. Jesus, I trust in you. Jesus has this all under control, This is what law enforcement looks like. I don't know what they did. It's up to their lawyer to get them off, and then it's like you're released or something. But this is a very public spectacle. I'm spinning it so that it's a positive thing, I'm glad, I misspell things a lot. Am I encouraging them? They're like, pray? No. Where are all the Free Palestine people? You would think in the Citizen app where their thing is like, converge on the corner of 40th and Broadway. This is a photo op. Injustice is being done. Where is that? They'll congregate on the other side of Manhattan for whatever reason. Not that I'm calling out Palestine leadership, but, oh yeah, sub, go ahead. I don't care. You'll unsub later. You don't want to be involved. If all my streams are impounded, this is my throwaway account. My 3 main truth accounts were already nuked. This is just one. And the Marines are here too. Or the Navy. They're not worried. The people at the pizzeria aren't worried. You know, this guy's not worried. That person is not worried. That's Superman. I don't think anything out of the ordinary is happening. Because the last time somebody left a fire thing here, like two battalions of firefighters came right away. So I don't know. If you want blood, go to a Gaza channel or rotten.org. You know? Oh, this is the third one. This is a big one now. This just escalated to like three. You know, there's more coming. I got goosebumps, kids. So anyway, if anything happens to me, it was probably a nuclear missile. I don't know. It's been my pleasure being your bird feeder in New York. All I do is fucking feed birds. But if a nuclear bomb goes off, well, God. Hey, God, I'm right here. You know? At any time, like a car could barrel into me. Stop that recording. But I remember this man. He's not worried, Hey, cheers. When he's not worried, like that man, there's nothing to worry about. It's just lawyers. Hi, how are you? Don't worry. Just me. I make sure I record only me. In New York, you can only record yourself. And then I look, it's like, holy shit, it's Godzilla. I have to show you guys. But I'm looking all around. I don't see Godzilla. I don't see King Kong. I don't see the Avengers. I don't see Superman, Batman. Unless you go to Times Square and then it's just guys. Yeah, I'm sorry for all that. There's nothing I can do about a broken leg. But if you watch all my videos, you might get a laugh out of it. Okay? I would seek medical attention. Do you need medical attention? Me, I have a stitch right here. Right? Like, I am completely crippled. I'm completely useless other than some guy holding a camera. I'm recording myself. Although if somebody wanted to comment, they'd like tell me. Hoorah. Like if you respect authority, you salute them. They take care of shit, Like how many do I have to salute? Like I salute everybody, Might as well, I have no weapons. I'm just talking to myself, feeding pigeons. Oh yeah, the sky's over there. As you can see, there's no drones. You would think like eyewitness news, helicopters, It's like this is a big thing. The NYPD needs a big thing. We're doing our job. We want all our raises. Come on. Even if they are doing overtime. It's a job well done. So now they're questioning people. Like, do you know anything about all this? If not, then that's fine. I'm available for questioning. I'm like, I feed birds, and that's the first time I've ever seen this shit. Now, like, what's going on is they're moving on to the rest, So as you can see, there is no bloodshed. It's just a conversation. Those are the migrants, and nothing is going on. Nothing happens. Okay? So all of you be at peace. This is what happens in a big metropolis. There are some bad guys, and there are a lot of more good guys around me now. Okay? Just because you wear a uniform doesn't mean you're a bad guy. You have to prove this. You have to be like a genocide or something. Yes, where are you? I'm sorry, you're an all-new sub. What's your country? There's some people getting offended now. There's no reason to be offended. You don't want to get the feds involved in this. They'll come in and just like flashbang, and I'll be unconscious. Okay? So if you're from a country, you should tell me. Are you from Russia, Ukraine? Are you from Saudi Arabia? Are you trying to break the fragile peace around Golda Meir Square, 40th and Broadway? I live here. I don't want to die. But if I'm going to die, I'm telling God. Okay? Identify, friend or foe. What country are you from? Now there's somebody getting involved, which is good. And they're inquiring, what's going on, guys? And you see, and everything is like shaking hands. It's good. Not a big deal. Job well done. All right? 3 simple words. Job well done. You can't say that? I say to myself, job well done. If nobody says that to you, say it to yourself. You know how I know? This man has been here for like 30 minutes. He's not even worried. He's like a FBI director, Cash Patel. I notice you guys ask, can you do this? But when I ask something, list where you're from and your countries. I'm not asking your social security number. Who are you and where are you from? Two simple questions. And they leave. You know, it's amazing. So do you think my everybody here is relaxed? You know, those two are like kissy kissy. It's supplemental records. All I say here is job well done. If that's bad, then remove those words from my mouth. My only message is clear. Job well done. I've never been like I've had a police escort, but not this many. You know what I mean? I'm just glad all the boys didn't get arrested. You know, the sacrificial victims. These guys are innocent. They hit me. You know? Maybe my president said, take two only. Leave the rest. They got work to do. Who knows? Anybody listening to me? This is called stress eating. I am so stressed right now. Like, you know they have sharpshooters, right? Police. At any time. There's one. So when you're under the thing like that, or you gotta eat. No. What do you mean we? So now nothing happens. Continue with your lives. You know, there's people of all faiths and religions. Now I'm gonna have a smoke, man. Smoke if you got weed. Everything will be fine. Wherever you're from, there's lawyers. There's politicians. There's only two. Could be more. I don't know, man. I don't know. Have you ever asked somebody in the ICU that, hey, I'm visiting you. Can we walk around? What's wrong with your legs? They don't work? Oh my God. You can say hi. What are you, 6? How old are you? Answer these questions. I'm not going to ban you, but like if I just end the stream, you'll have to go to another stream. So I suggest you answer my questions. How old are you and what country are you from? That's all I'm asking. Okay? If you don't know, then you shouldn't be giving anybody orders at all. So anyway, I'm going to talk to you about Jesus Christ. Oh, okay. Well, are you a patriot, young girl? Or you want to be president when you grow up? See, the thing is, 682 called himself, I'm 12. So if this is you, Raptor Johnny, you're a nitwit. You're giving me a chance to ban you. And then you'll be grumpy for no reason. Anything wrong, 682? When I go into the Nouveau? You seem a little grouchy for some reason. I didn't do anything at all in the Nouveau. You're just a meanie. So I know it's you. Boring, bye. See you later, Johnny. Imagine, you're a 12-year-old girl, patriot. Daddy, you wouldn't believe it. Maybe you deserve it, you know? Not all little girls are sweet. There's some agents in a forum is like, yes, what's your info? And your user, now we're going to commit crimes against you. Bye. My only thing in this world, I'm so stressed, I have like 3 packs. That's how much I smoke. You know? And then they're relaxed. Everything is fun. It's just like you thought something was going to happen to us. They're protected. I remember hiding out there. And they didn't say nothing. That's why I salute these boys. I made sure, I said in a loud voice, job well done. Not just to the police, but to all. You know? If I had a sign, job well done, job well done, you know, I'm looking. Nobody's panicking. Have you ever been to a stampede? A stampede is nuts. 10,000 people rushing at you. Oh well, I thought to live longer than this. Or like standing in front of traffic in New Yorkers, like they did, and then somebody cuts out, "Get the fuck out of my way," and then they drive off. This is New York. This is not Chicago. In Chicago, there would be a brawl. There would be people with guns. In New York, it's just let the lawyers do all the work. You know, they're the ones who like to fight. Probably bare knuckles in the basement or something. I'm a lawyer. Gwah! And I'm like, I'm glad I have a lawyer. My lawyer is Albert Arnold Gore III, by the way, of climate change. And if he disavows me, that's how you know he's a good lawyer. I don't even know what crime is, and you're associating me with this guy. He'll get disbarred for me. Who are you? Are you gay? I told God, it's like, you trying to make me. That's good. Just audio weapons, you know? You never know, like a ninja is like, hi! And it's like, get off me. I got like a whole bunch of bread. What am I gonna do with this? The birds aren't coming. And then the man is like, his wife or his girlfriend or whatever is there. And I don't think I want to bother him with pigeons. I'm gonna go over there to Golden Mayer. You know, it's a lot safer. I also yelled at a girl. It's like, you're hunting me? And she said haunting. But it's like, don't tell people that you hunt because they'll run away and get more people. You know? You see, I saw a bunch of hunters converge right here. And of course, I'm expecting more Asians. You know, what can I do? They hit me, so I just maybe say, like, don't be so hard on them. You know, be nice. She just said the N word. My God. Oh, yeah, me too. What right does she have? You know? I'm sorry, but I'm brown. You know? You too, sir. You know, I'm just recording myself. I'm gonna feed the pigeons. That's all I do. You know, either people upset or they're happy. I hope they're happy. Some people are happy to scrap. You know, it's like it's time. Me, I'm going for peace. Be at peace. And usually people get involved. Ooh, somebody fancy is there. I think this is like the Fed corner. Oh well, I'm gonna learn. You know, I had thought to live longer than this. There's pizza, the birds are chirping, and I'm just gonna sit in my timeout corner until my wife calls me. You know, when there's things going down, find a safe corner. If there's a volcano and then there's lava coming at you, just sit somewhere and it's like, you know, get me out of this, God, because you put me in this situation. You know what I mean? Just sit your ass down and then. Who are you? I don't even remember you. Who the hell are you? Identify country and age. Otherwise, I'll assume you're a foreign hostile basher of the United States and all you want to do is destroy the stream. I'm not even gonna just like, I'm just gonna ignore you these days. It's like, oh wow, a volcano. Well, I'm dead. I won't give you the satisfaction of me freaking out. Imagine you walk into a place, I'm back. Who are you? Tell me who you are, and then maybe you'll get a nice greeting. Yeah? I know the birds better than you. Who the hell are you? Oh. An old friend from all them years ago just followed me on Instagram. I don't mind telling you. You know? There must be a VIP around here because everybody's got great posture. Odd. So I got to clear to sit in the corner, the curb. They usually don't move for the likes of me, but it's a big suburban. That's a big tell, you know. Suburbans usually are like TLC, but still trained assassins or bodyguards or something. And I'm a little guy. Yes, that's all you people say. It's like bye. It's like this guy, Michael Steven Shelley. People would email him just saying sup. And after 6 million of those sup emails, you bring nothing of value. You know, I'm leaving. Then go flounce. Who needs you? That's all I'm gonna say.